250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. And in order to be great, we got to make great decisions. And stealing your girlfriend's makeup kit so you can go out on a date with your boyfriend, talking about a guy, is not a great decision. Well, y'all might be confused. So there's a new trend. I'm gonna put y'all up on some game. What is the new trend? There are dudes out there that are down low and they don't want to admit it. So what they're doing is they are stealing their girlfriend's makeup in order to look beautiful for their new man. You heard me right. A man, he really is down low. He likes men, but he's in a relationship with a woman and he's confused right now. And he's still going behind her back when she goes to work because he ain't got no job. When she goes to work, he is piece by piece building his own makeup kit by stealing her stuff. One day is lip gloss, the next day is eyeliner, and he's getting himself all dolled up so he can go get his back blown out by his boyfriend. Y'all don't believe me? I got a little picture right here I'm gonna put up for y'all. And we're going to read this together. Oh, yes. It goes a little bit something like this. So what we have here, this is how it goes. It says, y'all read along with me. Story time. So, boom. I told my man I was getting bored in the bed with him. I wanted to bring a little more action in our relationship. So I introduced him to a poly with my current sneaky link. So I don't know what a poly is. Maybe y'all can help me out. I introduced him to a polyamorous. I think that's a bisexual man, if I'm not mistaken. I introduced him to a poly. Our relationship went from good to worse. I'd always catch them having it more than me. I wouldn't even be invited in my own house. So I asked him one day if he was a rainbow person, because at this point, who doing the bending? Because it ain't me getting bent. She ain't getting bent up no more. And as you can see, these two dudes, they look related. I don't know if these are two guys. At this point, I done got my own nigga bamboozled right under my nose. That's what I get for trying to introduce a nigga to some fun-ish. Look what the F he just texted me. So as y'all can see on the right-hand side, this is what this, I don't know which guy this is, but this is what this nigga say. Y'all bear with me. Yeah. I don't even want to be in a relationship anymore. I'm just not feeling it anymore with you. I'm feeling him way more and he satisfies me well. And can I borrow your heels and makeup bag? Hold on. Can I borrow your heels and makeup bag? I need to start practicing on my makeup. So this guy, and I don't know if these two guys, I'm not sure. They look almost identical, but then again, I don't know. But whoever her boyfriend is, he left her for another guy. And then he said, can I borrow your heels and your makeup bag? So he's a hoe. Her boyfriend was an absolute hoe. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones News TV commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why your ass is here. Ladies, now this story, she brought this on herself. She wanted a train to get ran. So I'm trying to figure out, why would another man need to be in the room with me? Right? Not at the same time. Hey, some guys, they're into it. I'm not, but my thing is, she brought another guy. So she said he was poly. If I'm not mistaken, polyamorous means you can love who you want to love. You just freaky, right? So she brought another freak, and she made it very clear that she wanted to bring the freak up out her boyfriend. He was too boring. It wasn't the fact that he was too boring. He just didn't want her, right? And I don't understand how. If anything, she should have brought another woman. But this is the big picture. Everybody needs to get tested. Everybody needs to get tested today. Please, please get tested. I'm taking a 4-5 test. I don't be on them streets like that no more. It's too wicked, it's too nasty. Everybody's switching up, everybody on the up and down, everybody on the side to side, down low. It is too much going on today, 2 days in today's dating scene, but ladies especially, because a lot of these dudes, they are conflicted with themselves. They don't want to admit or accept who they really are. In the process, you getting diseases, ladies. Now, this, like I said, this story is a little bit different. She invited this poly guy or bisexual guy, so she was asking for it, right? But for the ladies out there that's in a real relationship or think they're in a real relationship with a man, you know, especially if they coming out of jail, just meet them. Hey, both of y'all need to go get tested. Women can be trusted, men can be trusted, but especially for the women, because women can't transmit diseases to other women. It's men on men action. That's what gets all these HIVs and AIDS and herpes, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of these girls are whores. A lot of these girls are just no good. They'll sleep with anything, getting trains ran on them. And all these guys are running up in these girls. A good handful of those guys that ran up in that girl, they running up in other guys. It's crazy. Y'all need to please get tested. But especially if he's coming out of prison, if he's coming out that penitentiary. The stories that I've been hearing on this YouTube, how these guys are going up in them little boys up in there, had them a little jailhouse girlfriend, and then they come home trying to act all macho with ladies and go down to that clinic. This how you know if a nigga's acting funny, ladies. If you say baby's got a jail, hey, before we lay down, we both need to go get tested. We need to get tested, but mainly you, nigga, you need to get tested. If he refutes, but why? What you trying to say? What you trying to say? I'm gay. What you trying to say? Why I need to get tested? Baby, we can get tested again. Why you been sleeping with somebody? No, so that we'll both be safe. I mean, why we need to take a test? Why we need to take a test? What you trying to say? He gets real defensive because he knows that he been going up in them boys raw. And that's what I'm saying. This is a demon that you're dealing with. This is a demon that you're dealing with. What kind of person will put their body in jeopardy and then somebody respectfully asks you to go get yourself checked out and you're getting mad because somebody is respectfully asking you to make sure that you're healthy? And they said they'll even get tested too so that you guys are both healthy and you guys both don't have anything. What kind of person would turn that down? A demon, a down low ass nigga. You ladies better be careful, fellas. You better be careful. You got some of these girls that know these guys are down. Now this is the third level. The girls that introduce their guys or are trying to indulge themselves in it. Girls who simply don't know. They think their guy is a straight up dude. Think he's square business, but he's really a fraud. He really like them boys. The third level is when the girls, right. These girls out here, it's kind of like the first one, but they are really into that world. Like some days they're bi, some days they are stud. You gotta just be careful. This sexuality thing, get your ass knocked off. If I'm here to put some fear into y'all. I know as human beings, sex is no big deal. You just bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Those 3 minutes of your life could be a lifetime of taking pills. There was a documentary that always scared me. Real quick before I let y'all go, we was in junior high, and this woman, she's looking like a skeleton. She had HIV, and she was like this. She was like, had trouble breathing. She had tubes, and this tray I can't even think of like how big of a tray, but imagine a tray like at a fast food, a tray that big. It's a big old tray with compartments. When Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, she had all her pills laid out, but this woman had so many pills, and she had to take all these pills or she was going to die. She had a very strict diet. She had to take pills every few hours. She got to take more pills and more pills and more pills. Her immune system is so weak, and because her immune system is weak, the slightest cold, just a common cold, the flu. If you had HIV during Corona, all that stuff going on, it's going to take you out. You got HIV, which is you can kind of redeem yourself from that. But not that I think about it, I think she had AIDS, HIV. I think she had AIDS. I think she had full blown AIDS. No. Wherever the highest, I think the highest level is full blown because HIV, you can kind of mitigate that. You can kind of you can kind of keep yourself stable. She had full blown AIDS because after that documentary, 6 months later, after they filmed it, she passed away. Tray full of pills, breathing tubes, skeleton face. Go get checked out. Everybody go get checked out. Nasty. 250 capital G. Y'all let me know. You let me know. Those of you who rock with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. I'm gone.